In New York City, there are 8.1 million people. 600,000 of them are Muslim. Habiba Ahmed is one of them, and through her documentary film called Beyond the Hijab, Struggling Against Stereotypes, she tells her story about what it was like growing up as a Black Muslim woman. One of the main stereotypes that people assume is that Muslim is a nationality, not a religion. Habiba Ahmed grew up explaining that she is Muslim even though she is Black and not an Arab. Islam is a choice, just like everything else in life is. For Habiba, it was hard to stay true to her religious teachings and beliefs, living in New York City, where her religion is a minority, and you try to fit in the society you are living in. Difficulties you even face with your family members that are not Muslim. Check out a clip of this documentary and catch it on the U channel. It's time for a little break with some PSAs that are important to today's people. Watch, listen, and learn. D.A.M.N News will be right back.
I don't know any other religion. I don't know any other traditions but this. When I was growing up, I never really felt different. I never really felt like I was an outsider. You know, when I was real young, before I actually started going to school, I didn't see my scarf as being something, you know, humorous or strange, because my mother wore a scarf and all the other Muslim people, all the other Muslim women I was around wore a scarf. It wasn't until I actually, you know, went into public school that I actually noticed a difference, that I was different.
What inspired you to make this movie?
What got me into just wanting to do film and productions and things like that was I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to perform. I always was singing and dancing and just putting on a show. Just random. I could just start just busting out in song and dance, and I just loved that. And as I got older, you know, I kind of stopped being delusional and realized that probably was something that probably wasn't going to happen for me, for the simple fact that, one, I'm a Black woman. There's not a lot of parts for Black women, you know, reasonable, upright, moral parts of Black women. Two, I'm a Muslim woman. So the only part that was for Muslim women was Angela Bassett and Malcolm X, and she did it already. That was the only part they probably cast, and that was it. And then I got to thinking, oh wow, you know, I want to, you know, talk about this, being Muslim, being a Black woman, and just all the craziness that happens when you happen to be Muslim, Black, and a woman. And I just wanted to make a documentary about it. So Nora, how does it feel to be growing up as a young Black Muslim woman in this country?
Well, I used to think it was difficult, but now I'm just used to it, because being different is not always a bad thing. When I was a child, you know, I really didn't want to be Muslim, because kids ask you so many questions, like, and when you're young, you're very ignorant, and kids ask questions like, oh, are you from Saudi Arabia? And I have to specifically tell them that I'm Black. And they don't understand it. They think because you are a different religion that you're not. And they think that it's a nationality. It's not a religion. So I have to really push that to them, that it's my religion. And they always ask, what's this thing on your head? And I have to tell them it's a scarf. And I have to tell them what my God is. And it was difficult, but now I'm just used to it, because, you know, you have to tell people what you are. And if they don't understand it, then oh well.
Like when I was getting made fun of, and when people were like, no, you're not Black, you know, you're Arab. I had to explain to them and to, you know, try to tell them, no, I'm Black. I'm just like you. And like, oh, what happens if you take your scarf off? Are you going to get struck by lightning? Or is God going to curse you? And I'm like, you know, it's just, no, it's not. That's not going to happen. It's my religion. It's about women being modest. And I remember having to say that over and over and over again. When did you become Muslim?
75.
1975?
1975.
Oh, okay. And who influenced you to become Muslim?
Oh, a brother named Hakeem. He played the drum. I believe he's still alive, but he was into playing the drums. Yeah, he helped. I didn't get. I think that maybe after 2 years or so, I met him. I became Muslim because I was going to Queens College, and that's where I took my shahada.
Okay. Like everything in life, Islam is a choice. We interviewed Deborah Kofer and asked her why she became Muslim and why she left Islam.
I became a Muslim in my last year of high school. You know, we were right smack in the era of the Black Panther movement. A lot of Black Power movement things were going on.
During the Civil Rights Movement, many African Americans became Muslim, thanks to leaders like Malcolm X. Many of the converts' children face many challenges in the society. Like any other children born into any religion, it's very hard to stay true to your religious beliefs when you're brought up in a society where your religion is the minority religion and not the majority. I don't know. Probably for me, the biggest struggle is basically just trying to stay true to your religious teachings, especially when you're not around Muslim people.
Sometimes, like, I'm around my friends and I'm like the only one walking down the street with a scarf, and it's like I feel really weird, but it's not. It's like I believe in my religion, so I have to follow it, right?
But here in America, it's different because it's like, well, you know, it's only Islam, you know, it's not, you don't really have to practice your deen.